Folks, let's quickly re-elect Speaker Mike Johnson in order to move the Trumpian blue-collar boom agenda at warp speed. And that is the subject of tonight's riff. So this past Monday, President Trump issued a ringing endorsement for the re-election of Speaker Mike Johnson. And he's going to be here in just a moment. On Truth Social, Mr. Trump wrote, and I quote, "The American people need immediate relief from all the destructive policies of the last administration. Speaker Mike Johnson is a good, hard-working, religious man. He will do the right thing and will continue to win. Mike has my complete and total endorsement. MAGA." All right. Then next day on New Year's Eve, walking into his gala party at Mar-a-Lago, Mr. Trump reiterated his support for Speaker Johnson. Take a listen, please.
I think they'll support Speaker Johnson. I think we're going to have a great time in Washington, and I think we're going to get great support. He's the one that can win right now. People like him. Almost everybody likes him.
All right, so add former Speaker Newt Gingrich to the list of Johnson endorsements, who said in an interview that Republicans shouldn't waste time with an ugly floor fight and that the GOP needs to get behind the incumbent speaker. Quote, "They need a Republican unity program for the next 2 years," end quote. So any number of Republican luminaries have endorsed Mike Johnson for Speaker, and with pleasure, let me add my name to that list. He's a pro-growth supply-sider on tax cuts. He's a tough hawk when it comes to closing the border, stopping the Biden flood of illegal immigration, and eradicating terrorism here at home. He's a law and order man. He's for drill, baby, drill, and believes in Trump's America First, peace through strength foreign policy. In other words, Speaker Johnson is a common sense conservative, and he has been incredibly accessible to the media. Tomorrow, the House will convene to start the 119th Congress with the election of the Speaker of the House as the first order of business. I would remind folks that Monday, January 6th, the House must vote to certify the presidential election. But without a Speaker, the House can't certify. And if the House, along with the Senate, can't certify, then President-elect Trump might not become President Trump on January 20th. Think of it. So this is no time to dawdle. And the GOP House and Senate should hit the ground running. Now, according to senior advisors close to President Trump, he continues to want to see, quote, "one big, beautiful bill," as he puts it, on his desk from both houses as fast as possible. The bill would include tax cuts, closing the border, fossil fuel reforms, and permitting, and a peace through strength defense bill. During the campaign, Mr. Trump's working-class coalition was repeatedly promised fatter wallets, added take-home pay, tax cuts, cheaper energy, and closing the border, and so forth and so on. So promises made, promises kept. One big, beautiful reconciliation bill can combine all manner of fiscal policies, requiring only a 51-vote majority in the Republican Senate. Let the blue-collar boom begin right away. The House has already passed H.R. 1 on energy and H.R. 2 on immigration. Jason Smith's Ways and Means Committee has been working on Trumpian tax cuts for the better part of the last year. Senator Mike Crapo, ready to deliver a big tax cut from his Senate Finance Committee. The whole bill could be done before mid-year, and it would help President Trump fulfill his overwhelming mandate for change. And that's my riff.